How's it going, guys? I'm Connor from Running Warehouse, and I'm here with Chris, Senior Product Line Manager at New Balance. Today, we are going to be taking a first look, deep dive into the New Balance SC Pacer V2. Now, we saw the SC Pacer come out a few years ago, and it was known as that sleek, low to the ground, almost 1400 supercharged racing shoe. But now, with version 2, looks like we've got a whole new design. Can you tell us about the inspiration for this shoe?
Yeah, Connor, we're really excited about this one. We have that brand new sports research lab in Boston, and we really used it with this model in conjunction with our elite athlete and current American record holder, Emily Sisson. So her data, her biomechanics, and how she performed optimally really informed all the decisions that we made with this shoe.
Yeah, you know, when I saw Emily wearing SC Pacer V1, I was a little surprised because in the marathon world, everything is going higher, but I think it goes to show that everyone has a different gait. Everyone has different preferences, and Emily's is the Pacer, at least in the past. Now, with version 2, we've got a little bit more stack, so maybe kind of going in between an SC Elite and where the Pacer was.
Yeah, so this shoe actually has a very specific stack height. We're at 32.8, 24.8 for a men's 9.5. And the reason why we have such a specific stack height here is we actually started at Emily's size and graded up. So Emily is a 7.5. We graded up to the men's 9.5 in a little bit of opposite direction of how samples and shoes are usually made. So that really informed how we operated, built the shoe from the midsole and just the heights in general.
Now, we've talked about the height, but it also matters what's in the shoe. What's the compound that the SC Pacer V2 has?
Yeah, so we're 100% PIBA midsole here in that same 2-layer setup with the carbon fiber plate that runs in between it. And again, Emily's been racing in prototypes of this throughout the years, and it's kind of what has led to this. So.
And we've seen that PIBA compound now also in the SC Elite V4, and that's going to be your latest, greatest, most energy responsive compound?
Correct, yes. The PIBA has the most energy return out of any fuel cell compound that we use.
All right, now moving on down to the outsole. A good way to save some weight, but also get that little bit of bite. What do we have?
Yeah, so you have a lightweight solid rubber outsole, very minimal, but enough forefoot coverage here. It's gonna give you that snap and that pop. It's gonna have a little bit more of a proprioceptive ride, right? It's a little bit of that lower stack height with that really nice premium foam. Same plate as the Elite V4, but again, it's just a little bit lower, and that rubber coverage in the forefoot is just gonna give you that nice snap and pop onto the forefoot.
And of course, the energy arc, weight savings, and also a mechanical advantage.
Yes, the mechanical advantage of the plate in this type of foam is optimal, and it just comes in a very lightweight package. So the shoe in total is about 6.5 ounces.
Now, one question I know a lot of people had with the Pacer, especially with V1, was having a plate so close to the ground can sometimes create maybe a firmer, stiffer experience. What have you learned from V1, and how does V2 now have an even more enhanced on-foot experience?
Yeah, so we put a little bit more of that PIBA in the forefoot to prevent any bottoming out of the carbon fiber plate, and that's really going to help with that. But the plate itself is also much thinner than the plate in Pacer V1. So we shaved almost 1.5 mils over the center line of the plate, so that's just going to lead to a little bit less of a harsh plate experience up in the forefoot.
Now, wrapping the shoe together, we've got the new upper design. It looks sleek. What do we have?
So everything about this shoe is fast and lightweight, and the upper really reflects that. We have a single layer engineered mesh, really nice collar padding, but again, the tongue and everything, all the details are very minimal and lightweight. The logo is a spray paint. Again, we didn't want to add anything to the shoe that we really didn't need to, and really keep it lightweight and just very breathable.
And I alluded to earlier that everyone's going to have different preferences, even Emily herself. Who do you see this shoe for, and why might they want to choose this over a shoe like the SC Elite V4?
Yeah, you know, everybody's a little different, and I think you mentioned it earlier, everyone has different biomechanics, different preferences. We don't really want to pigeonhole this for distances because people run marathons and people have done long training runs to validate the shoe. So, you know, whether you want that more proprioceptive, snappy underfoot experience or having just a little bit of a lighter experience on your foot, we really recommend just putting it on your foot, trying both the Elite and the Pacer and seeing which you would prefer.
And last question I got for you, for people looking to try out the Pacer V2 for themselves, when can they have it?
Back half of 2024, and it's going to retail for $200.
There you go, you heard it here first. If you're looking to get the Pacer V2 on your own feet, you can find it here at Running Warehouse.